Hello folks, and welcome to yet another edition of Cameron's Pantry. I'm Cameron Farmer for Kingspirit Travels. Today's is kind of interesting because I kind of grew up on them, but I need to preface this by saying that originally I wanted to do the actual product. But since they were unavailable, I decided to grab this other one. Now, the history of corn nuts. Now, Albert Holloway of Oakland, California, introduced these to the United States in 1936. Now, he originally sold them to tavern owners to be given away free. To their patrons as a snack that would go great with beer. And he called them Olin's Brown Jug Toasted Corn. Now that's kind of a mouthful, isn't it? Well, because of corn nuts in 1936, fast forward to 2023, and we have a new kind of flavor, and even though that this is a childhood memory of mine, I grew up on these and I love them, and they've come out with a new barbecue flavor right here, as you can see right there. It's a new barbecue flavored corn nuts. Yep, new Boulder barbecue flavor. And these, of course, are crunchy corn kernels. Even though it's chock full of sodium, about 340 milligrams, these are still a good treat. About 220 calories, though. With 8 grams of total fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, only 4 grams of polyunsaturated fat, and 2.5 grams of monounsaturated fat. Of course, as I mentioned, 340 milligrams of sodium in it, so you got to watch your sodium content, especially if you have high blood pressure. And it's 34 grams of total carbohydrates with only 2 grams of dietary fiber, less than 1 gram of total sugar. I don't know why they had to do sugar in this thing. To me, it's a mystery. But I don't think it needs sugar. But it does have 4 grams of protein in it. If you give this to a child under 4, don't, because it's a choking hazard. But of course, it's done by the Kraft Heinz Food Company in Chicago, Illinois, and you can visit these bad boys at www.cornnuts.com, or you can even call 1-800-394-6989. Now, these, I grew up on these. I was about 10, 11 years old when I first had corn nuts, and I thought that they were delicious, but they were really hard on my teeth at the time. I mean, they were really, really genuinely hard. And my oldest brother kind of gave me flack for it because I couldn't handle the corn nut because it was just so terrible. At the moment, it was so terrible because I think he just gave me an old one. Now, it looks like your standard corn nut. Here, let me show you right here. If I can do it this way. Bend this down a bit so you can see that. Yeah, that's what it looks like with all the spices in it. And the ingredients are very simple. Of course, there's just corn oil, and less than 2% of salt, spices, monosodium glutamate, MSG, for flavoring. Tomato powder, brown sugar, garlic powder, sodium diacetate, dried molasses, yeast extract, malic acid, acetic acid, sucralose, natural flavor, paprika extract for the color. Yeah, at least there are no dyes attached to this, because if there was, I really wouldn't recommend it. But for these bad boys, I'm going all in. Not bad, but is this bolder? Yeah. From my memory of them, it's kind of like the same, but I don't think it's a bolder flavor, to be honest. But it is very crunchy. If you have trouble eating different kinds of nuts, then I wouldn't recommend this. You might damage your teeth. But yeah, the paprika comes through, as well as the garlic. I don't taste any brown sugar to it though. Yeah, the tomato powder comes out very strong. Not bad. It's kind of what I remember it as a kid. I'm 60 years old, by the way, so it definitely waters your mouth. It's not that spicy, because the spicy level on it is kind of tame, in my opinion. But I do appreciate the childhood memory of eating these. So I'm gonna relax, eat some of these for a little bit. And thank you for joining me for this episode of Kingspirit Travels, Cameron's Pantry. I'm Cameron Farmer, and I'll see you next time, all right?